mad? It's happening. Oké. Welke starting? Oh, die nee, waarschijnlijk is dat dezelfde inderdaad. Ja, dezelfde code voor nodig. Dat is dezelfde, maar dan anders omdat die langer is, maar er gebeurt toch niks, maar I'm going to leave. Going to leave. No, stream, I'm live. I because you're streaming right now and we're talking and they can hear all of us talking. Yeah, yeah, I heard myself just a second. Yeah. Hi, guys. Bye.
Hello? I think I switched. Yes, there they are. Hello, hello, hello. So, as you see, it is just me tonight instead of our usual two-people party. We on Tuesdays we usually do a speed sculpt. So it is technically still a speed sculpt because we're gonna use these 3 hours to create this accessory of our project that I'm working on. And let me see if I can see the chat. I see some chat people popping up. And where's my big panel? It's not it. Where's my big panel? PolyParty. Ah, here. Hello. Okay, Bram. Bram is secretly in the back. Oh, Gauthier! God Artist raided us. Oh my god. We didn't have any technical problems. True! Hello, 50% cucumber. Lovely concept. Juso sent you this the other day. Awesome. So yeah, this concept is well, it's just called Viking Warrior by something Korean, I want to say. Let me have a double check. The concept is from what? Wo no. Probably butchered that name, but anyway. Yes, so for tonight I will just be focusing on this bit, and if we can do more, great. If not, that's also fine. And yeah. Gauthier, OMG, there is that much latency between our two cities. Crazy. Yes, it is. You can. Yeah, I'll pronounce it like exactly like that, but that's I will do. Let's zoom in over here, and so I made this. So he's not supposed to be bald. He's supposed to have hair, but it's very very blocky outy still, and beard. So we have this part of a weapon over here. It's just gotta be a bust in the end. And I think I have a stager set up. No, apparently I don't. It doesn't matter. Switch to V3. Turn this on, turn that off. And let's try to center this to get started. Let's create a stager. You are going to be home stage. And we're gonna do this and do this. And try to make it symmetrical to the world. Actually, screw that. I will put it here just as a guide of size, and I'm just going to create a new cylinder to start from. Just a size guide. Yep, let's start with that. Put a metal material on it because we can. Turn the big pummel off. Bang, badoom. And dynamish. Oh gosh, so small. Okay, 512. Alright. Why is my symmetry not symmetrying? There's another side. Alright. Let's see. Alrighty, bro. Gotta go. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Coche. Kiss, kiss. Ordeya, hello. Lurker, hello. Got artist replying. Bye, man. Have a nice day. Bram was hidden in the dark. He is taking care of the backside, hopefully. The man in the chair. Just gonna move and create some sort of head. Whee! I would probably use the ZV Mesher more than... Yeah, look at that. That's a better shape to work with than the Dynamesh. So round. There's Dragon. Crazy. Crazy Bram hiding in the dark. So how are you guys doing? I hope that I'm getting a little bit more set up so I can get actually started. My brain wants to work on this. It's a little bit hard to think and talk at the same time. One of those things will go wrong. So let me make a little duplicate of this so I can crop and rotate. Can it crop in this direction? Like, oh my god. It just can. That's cool. Let's do that. Bigger crop. Set it straight. Ish. There. And whop. Okay. So can I see Higidrus? Because I don't. I saw he sent a message at the start, but I don't see him in my chat right now. Let's see. Is it me doing something wrong, or is it the chat doing something wrong? Hello, Goblin X. Hello. Yes, we do have Instagram. My Instagram is at sheepbrush. Woo. And our Instagram at... Oh, well, you can do it in capitals if you want. Sheepbrush. And ours is at the PolyParty show. But that one is... I haven't posted in either of them in a while. Either? I don't know. Concept by... Whoop. And... yeah. Like so. There's all the info that we should need. Hey, you're already following me. Oh my god. Thank you. It is me! Oh my god. It is I. How are you, Goblin X? This a bit wider. Gobble. I can see your message now. Yes, Higitras. Here in the Twitch. Is my YouTube just not showing up then? Is my YouTube just not? Yeah, no, I don't see the YouTube messages in there. I think. And social stream screen. That's weird. Yeah, no, I don't see the YouTube. Oh my god, I hear myself. Let me just think. Whoop. Sorry for the doubling. I'll keep this one on the side as well. Pop the chat out. Whoop. So now I should be able to see both of them. Ish. I don't know. It's the stream is held together by duct tape. So okay. Is this an old concept? Well, an old project? Not really. It is a project that I am slowly working on at the moment. So let's see if I... Oh, why is it set to V1? What the hell? Everything's disappeared. Click, 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 click. Click, click. 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 Yes. Okay, that's how V1 should be. V2 should be him. And V3 is what we're working on right now. Why did it change all of that? That's weird. Yeah, previous versions. But my newest eyes. Ah. Okay, well, problem for future, Mike. Ah, maybe that's what happened. How did I accidentally click that instead of the slidey bit? Okay. Slow and steady project indeed. Ikitra's PolyParty in the chat is Bram. Yes, indeed. In the chat, there's Bram trying to keep up with all the messaging. I think on his phone. Maybe he's being fancy on his Steam Deck. I don't know. Let's get a little bit of a blocking out done. Now that the chat is more or less working. Let's see how am I going to open its mouth. Probably just create some space. Maybe I will use some sculptris. I don't really use sculptris that often. Let's try to flatten that off a little. Yeah. Sculpt the smooth. I don't. With Sculptress, all of the brushes are like responding in a different way. So as soon as I have done whatever I want to do with Sculptress, I turn it back off. I think you will finish this under 1 hour. Well, hopefully. That would be great. Then I can just move on to the next thing. But let's see. I do want this to be quite high detail. Is that the right word? I don't know. Like you can zoom in all that a lot, like this, basically. I want to zoom in on it like this big. I will extract those ears so I can have them separate. Yeah, he beat us. Even I use separate tools. Blasphemy. He looks so friendly. Is he? That's not good. I don't want him to look friendly. He needs to look grumpy. Separate is the best. Because and then I already hear your brain going to blender, blender, blender. Separate in blender. Oh. Let's turn off all the shininess so I get a little bit less distracted by how clean it needs to be in the end. This needs to be bigger. What a strange dragon, isn't it? It's like almost a dog, but not a dog. It doesn't really have any teeth. It's almost a horse as well. I'll start rigging. Oh, hell yeah. Good luck. Your guy was looking very cool. With your nice topology and the colors that you gave him. Oh. You're welcome. It's a very cool guy. It's from that same character that we've done on the Speedsculpt at one point as well, right? But new style. Yeah. Well, have fun rigging. That's not one of my favorite things to do. It always seems like I do one step wrong in rigging and everything breaks, and then the program crashes and I'm sad. That's how it always feels for me. Okay, this. I need to create this stepping. Oh, I made a duplicate. Let's. No, don't delete all. Cancel. Thank you. Delete. Okay, but not all. I almost had to start over there. Let's cut this bit off. Yeah. Let's try to cut it a little bit later. Split doesn't work because I have subdivisions. Now it will split and close holes. And hello, Euro Neuro 10. Hello. Euro Neuro. What a nice name. Higitra says I did 8 characters for this project and I didn't like any of them. I hope I don't lose interest in this one too. Well, I hope so too. But 8 characters, that's a lot of character practice at least. At the very least. If you still don't like any of them, at least it was a lot of practice. Hello, Jess. Hello, HL. My gosh, what a... Everyone's showing up. Hello, hello. Let's do a little bit like that, and this a little bit steeper, right? Yes. I should probably just load in the concept so I can see how far off or close by I am. Hello! Yeah, it's just me online today. Bram is guarding the chat. His computer is in bits. They have been separated, literally, not just emotionally. Let's load in the texture just for sanity checking. My brain is not braining, so anything that can make it a little bit easier is what I will use. So those mic, pummel, open, texture, click it, lightbox, voila. Important thing to do with the lightbox is to go to brush, samples, and turn off spotlight projection. Otherwise your sculpture will be very strange. I'll try to sample. And we don't want to sample. Let me actually rotate this guy. Whee. this kind of, and probably a little bit bigger, and try camera match. Yeah, so basically everything is off. Proportionally, the height is alright. The height is alright. But the head is bigger. The mouth is closer. This is a different curve. It might just also be wonky 2D perspective, but let's see. Oh, I didn't save my camera. Do I need to? Is another question. I'll just click it over here. Alright. Are you the prompter today? Is there a possibility for camera matching in ZBrush? Well, there is. It's just that the camera with perspective within ZBrush is a little bit strange because they say that the camera that they have now, let me just shrink this in, is a physical camera, so you can have your different focal lengths. Here in draw, and then you can like change your focal length, but as you can see, it's like not really changing. It's also, my scale is probably strange, so that doesn't help. But when you get really close or really far, ZBrush's perspective is gonna be wonky. So I always recommend to check it in another software. Technically, this dude, he should be a 180 tall dude, but ZBrush is saying that my draw size at 1 is still like this big, so too big to even do details on his eyelid. So I need to rescale the whole project. I just haven't done that yet. Camera matching. So yes, you can use the lightbox over here and texture, and then you can click your image and add it to your lightbox, and so then you can match your camera just with all ZBrush's weird moves, like so. And then I use document Z app link, these two custom buttons, custom 1 and custom 2. It's like to save a camera view, and I put them over here in my interface, so that I can switch to those views. And then there is another way of matching the camera where you make camera positions that you can then switch between. But it's been so long that I've used that I don't really remember. I'm asking because every time when I'm modeling something using camera matching, use 3ds Max. Yeah, I also use 3ds Max for everything that's not ZBrush, but I try to do the most within ZBrush because that's just I'm not a big fan of 3ds Max, but that's maybe just because I'm not used enough to everything anymore. When I started out modeling, I was learning in Maya, and then at my internship they were using freaking Google SketchUp, and then at my first job they used Cinema 4D, And now I'm using my current job. I'm using 3ds Max. So I have learned so many of the packages that I don't like any of them particularly. The other camera matching. Oh yeah, here. Yes. Draw. And then you can store camera 1. Bloop. And then draw. So now with the arrows I will switch to my camera 1. So I make a different camera like from the back. Draw. Store camera 2. And now with the arrows I should be switching between those two. Yes. Bloop, 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 bloop. And you can load in an image specifically bound to that camera, but it stretches the image to the width of your screen. So you need to make sure that your images are also like the same aspect resolution that you want to use in your camera. But then you can switch between the cameras, draw camera, and it will load in. Oh, I didn't store the image. If you then also store the image, right, if I load it in, draw, store, background image stored. Now it should switch, yeah, with the image loaded. So you can do camera matching in that way as well. I'm the guy that has all of the softwares listed in the CV, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually did have that. I don't know if I would still do that if I were to update my CV, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. It just means that I am flexible in adjusting to new software, right? That's not a bad thing. Next up will be Blender. Yeah, I did use a bit of Blender for some hair placement, some hair grooming. That's the word that I was looking for some grooming. And it was, I mean, everything in Blender was at first weird, but then also better than I expected. So make of that what you will. Look, okay, let's continue sculpting a little bit. Turn off the floor. I don't really see any kind of eyes. I just see a deep hole. And this looks like a wobble in the metal. So let's create a little bit of form. And then there's like this round shape. That makes it just all wobbly and wonky. Let's not do that yet. Let's do that later. What was I doing before? I was doing this. Click, click, clack. Match-ish. How much rotation is there? Not a lot. I usually have my focal length at 80-ish. Apparently 50 is more like what an eye has, but also it's ZBrush, so not sure how accurate it is. As we were talking about before, let's clear my cameras and save this new camera and try again. Nope. don't like this shape. I think I will just go a little bit off reference. Let's try to get this mouth closer. Yep. Bottom part separated as well. Yes. Oh, it is so separate. If I could also separate his jaw, I could separate the head. Oh gosh, the world is my oyster. Ah, okay. So something that I'm noticing now is that like there's way less negative space over there than I have. So that is a good thing to focus on. It's a nice thing to match the rest of the sculpt with. So I'm first going to pull it more or less in the right place, or right from this one singular angle. And then I will go and move my camera around to make sure that all the shapes are still working. So let's get this jaw a little bit closer. It looks like it might be less wide. So that's something that I'm going to keep in mind for when I'm starting to rotate. And let's see. Let's bend it a little bit more. Okay. So let's make this a little bit wider. This a little bit less. Looks like a pig. This oh, it's a little piggy. It's not a dragon, it's a piggy. Oh gosh. Let's see if I can get a reference of like an image of a dragon, like I'm thinking of like the front of a Viking ship. How would you call a dragon that's on top of on the front of that? Viking ship, dragon. Yeah, this is all just one. This is like one width. So that's not really the reference I could use. Let's see. There's a cool one then. It is very. His chin is very close to the chest. Oh, they're both the same one. Let's see. Maybe I'm just thinking of the ship of Zelda Windbreaker. Windbreaker. That is kind of a head like that, right? Very wide jaw instead. Maybe let's not use that. It's very not Viking. Let's see. I don't see the chat anymore because I'm using the same window for the reference. It's a great software. I never wanted to use ZBrush, but now it's time. Yes. Hard surface and ZBrush is very cool. I would recommend looking at Chaos Masons for that Marco Plouffe. Let me write it down. Chaos Masons / Marco Plouffe. He has done several talks and like the ZBrush Summit when that was still in person, and interviews and different channels where he explains his workflow, so it's relatively easy to find how he makes his hard surface. And let me also just show his hard surface. Marco Plouffe. Oh, and he is also a teacher in some schools in either France or Canada. So he explains very well because of that. Yeah, this is an example of what he has created fully on stream as well. So you can just go to his YouTube page, go to the live, or not even to the live, I think it's like a separate upload, but you can see this model being created from start to finish. Hard surface. It's like an organic way of creating hard surface, which is what I really like, which is why I recommend him. A lot of people, they really do like the box modeling style, which is not really what I like to do, but if that's more your style, then definitely try that. Yes. Slowly poisoning. Barry. The king of red lions indeed, yes. When I started, I worked in product visualization, and I didn't have a need of ZBrush. Now in the gaming industry, there's more and more need for ZBrush, yes. Also, the studio from the new Doom 2018 or 16, 2016, and onward, Doom Eternal and Doom Dark Ages, they work almost exclusively in ZBrush. They use Maya for rigging and preparation for the engine, but they do the high and low poly in ZBrush. They also have ZBrush Summit talks about that. So sounds like an amazing workflow. Yeah, I mean they know what they're doing, that's for sure. I don't really remember how well received the Dark Ages was, if it was just as good as the other two, but I do know that it looked amazing visually. So, okay, let's sketch a couple of lines in. So, and Neuro, if you have any like ZBrush questions, let us know. I like to think that I know a lot about ZBrush. So your questions can put me to the test. Or if you have questions later, you can join our Discord and ask it in there. Can I show my wireframe? So, I can. This one is not gonna be pretty. So, at the moment, I have a combination of where is it? Oh, here. Whoop. At the moment, I have a combination of ZRemesh and Sculptris Pro, which triangulates everything. And then I also subdivided it and deleted that subdivision, so it's ugly. But if we go to, for example, the character, which has been retopologized, well, this one was actually from a base mesh, so it was retopologized for me. So you can see, like, it has subdivisions and topology flow, and you can increase the detail. So if this, if I'm going to put this in game, then I export the high poly and I export the low poly and I bake the normal maps on top of the low poly, so I can get all the details back. Yeah, so, but most of this is still in very block out phase, so topology is very bad at the moment in most of the things. This is basically the only place where the topology is good. Like, the beard is just a dynameshed block. A beautiful dynamesh topology. So later, probably on this stream, later, I will use a history stamp and ZRemesh. So let's say 1K to retopologize this. Oh wow. Not a game ready retopology, but a detail ready topology. So like it keeps its shape and it has a better flow. But it lost all the details, so now I can just add a new subdivision and reproject the history that I recorded. And do that again. And again. And now I have the same model as I had just a couple steps ago, but with topology. So that's a thing that I do quite a lot, especially like on the later stages when I'm cleaning up and adding detail. Then I can use the height subdivision to work on the surface, and I can use the low subdivision to make bigger changes while keeping the detail. So the moment that I retopologize is when I am fairly certain that I'm not adding any new like spikes or stuff like that, like anything that would change the topology. I don't have to be super certain because as you saw, we have ways of just getting the detail back with the new topology. But if possible, I'd like to know before I do that. Let's separate his head. Here you go, Higitra is all separated. Now I can hide his head. Yay! Are you happy now? Are you gosh darn happy now? More separated. With polygroups. Oh my god. That is so weird. Oh, what happened there? One loop that is a little bit of a stranger. Let's... Alright. Okay, I'm getting lost. Let's do... Okay, so we have some spikes as you do that. We have some sticky outy bits here in the silhouette. And separate curve lines of scales, I guess. How long will you stream? Until 10 p.m. UK time, so 1.5 more hour. So, well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Then we'll hopefully see you later. And bye bye, Neuro. Let's put this a little bit lower. Maybe I can duplicate and do a little deflate and draw with a lazy mouse. Ooh, that looks... For an approximation. These ones are just going like around, right? Duplicates still counts as separated. Ah, darn. How did you know? I was trying to hide it. He's so sharp. He knows. Let's try to make the upper side sticking out, right? Ooh, ooh. So, how exact would I need to be? That's exact enough. I'm not going to count the scales for this. First I draw the lines with the damn standard, and then I just fill up the little gap with the clay. And that's how I could create those scales. I think that will work. And then there's a little bit of like overlap happening here. This bottom one is going over the top one. This one's wider. I should this last one needs to come to down here. This third one. Like this one also needs to come down a little bit. Oh, it doesn't go all the way to down there, though it stops wherever the separation is. Let's just indicate the separation. I like this way of adding detail. Yeah, it is super nice. It's like I didn't until recently. I didn't think that this was a way that, you know, could go into game. I guess like I always felt that duplicating and then sculpting through is kind of like a messy slash cheaty way, but if it has enough distance, that it can still bake pretty nicely, especially if you have to clean it up, then you can union it. But it works pretty well. I saw it being used in the armor sets of Baldur's Gate. I was like, huh. In my brain, this was always like a cheaty way to create a detail, but it's like an actual way to create it. In other words, if it works, it works. Everything in CGI is cheaty when you think about it. Yeah. Everything's just smoke and mirrors. It's like, how can we make water look like water? Well, we cannot put real water, because the computer would break. So sketchy. Okay, what could I do? I want to have these to be flat, right? And then over time, they're going to stick out more. So, I guess this should stay kind of in between each of these scales. Yeah. Autosave means have a sip of water. And this should come out as well. And like that. And let's smooth it out a little bit with the clay. Yeah, that can work, I think. And then the final Scales, they look kind of feathery. Let's see. Maybe I can make them like triangles. Needs to connect a little bit lower. Ah, but I didn't make this one wider at the top, so make this wider at the top. Then this space will compress. And it will work itself out. Let's try to get this line in. Ah, this line turns into scales. Oh well. I guess it's all scales everywhere, but like on the top it's really scale. It turns into like interlocking scales. That's the word I was looking for. So let's start with the scales that are not interlocking. Around that height. A little bit more back. That and the line. It's a little bit more back as well. There, can I see that? Okay, not, because there's nothing sticking out behind it. And to the top. Hey, like, real serious question. Very, very real serious. Super cereal. If I were cheese, what cheese would you be? Hmm. I mean, I would like to be a grass cheese, like the very, very young one, because I like those. Fresh off the rack. But I don't think I am that young anymore. Whippersnapper. Young soul, maybe. So I am definitely becoming an older, harder cheese. I hope I'm not turning into like a very stinky one. I hope I'm semi-clean. Maybe like a Grana Padano. I'm old as fuck. Hey, you want to talk? Jesus. What would your cheeses be, Ed Shell and Bram? Gosh. I'm getting roasted here. You know, I could just block you guys, right? That's not... Dust. Just cheese dust. Not even cheese dust from the cheese, but cheese dust from the toes. Smerba. Oh my god. I don't know if I can repeat that. Intrusive thoughts. Old dust. Bram, what would your cheese be? To be a cave cheese? I don't know how to translate that. Never going outside, you know. Staying away from the sun. Wait, gosh. Can actually also lock the camera if I want to. So, mozzarella? A Limburger. Yeah. It's when a Limburger cheese enters the room, you're like, oh my gosh, what is that? That's strong, man. That's fucking strong. String cheese stick. Is that your suggestion for Bram? It's like... I mean, it works, I think. It would work. I think that could do Bram justice. Bram's cheese strings. Perfect. Hey. It's picking up the YouTube chat again. Hey, that's good. That's good. Maybe soon I will need only one window. Let's hide this bottom bit. And let's see what happens if I turn this line into an extraction. Because the rest is of this, at least, is pretty matching with the concept, I think. Let's make it a little bit less thick. Let's see, like half, maybe less than half. Thickness 0.01. Let's do half. I can always shrink it in easy. Accept. This, and I will do a little zero mesh at half, and then a little polish, and another half, half. Look how straight it has become. Whee. Let's see what happens if I just hide these bits. It's like it's almost the same thing. Let's draw the scales a little bit more. I probably want to mask and take them out that way. A little bit of tracing. I don't think the midline is matching up. So that will need a little bit of fixing. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Oh my god, parallelepipedum I forgot to check the messages in a while. Yeah. Robert Gober. What? What is that? Let me just have a little googly. An American skull. Oh my god, I see the cheese you mean. Oh yeah, well, I mean that's a cheese somehow. Retro had an issue with his computer a while ago. It's overheating. Oh god. Too fancy programming. Uncle Jimbo is posting a bunch of cool sculpts in the Discord. Nice. Very tasty busy. It's a new challenge because you just finished the older one, Jimbo. No breaks for this man. He's storming on. Very nice. Sometimes it's showing the YouTube and sometimes it's not showing the YouTube, so it's very strange in the chat. Very hairy cheese. Yeah. That's a bear of a cheese. I think that shell is more tasty than that cheese. Just Until very recently, I still had a face of you right here, but I don't see it at the moment. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Always with me. I like the smell of a good cheese. Let's see, until where does that line, those skills go? Until there. Keithras is also shouting you out, Jimbo. Very good work. Keep it up, keep it up. Okay, let's give some planes. So, like what I did here with those scales, it's sort of a good demonstration of how I usually sculpt through the stages. First placing the lines, then deciding what are going to be planes together, and then where I'm at now is to just give those planes the right directions. And evening about. Trying to keep those lines sharp. Line, aka shape. Creating planes. Creating form. Step by step, we'll get there together. Yep. What a weird animal. It is a weird animal, right? It's when I started, I thought it was a dragon, and then a little bit of a wolf, and then also a little bit of a horse, and then also now a little bit of a lion. It's a little bit of everything. A little bit of Monica. Maned wolf. It's just a shaggy dog. The maned wolf. Get up at the dog. They are foxes. The maned wolf is a fox. Ah. Cheeky, cheeky. I think I will need to increase resolution before. Hey, I have an intruder flying around. What was I saying? I need to increase resolution before evening everything out. But I don't think it's the time for that yet. I think I'm also exaggerating the amount that these scales are sticking out a little bit compared to what it is over here. That might not be too bad. It's easier to flatten them out afterwards than it is to pull them out more, I think. Oh, a little bit ecky curve. Put a little ecky curve. Yeah. Bram, can you still enjoy yourself with something, or are you just mindlessly looking at your phone? Oh well, looking at the stream, of course, like. Yeah, no, you have your Steam Deck, right? So, at least not without any computering capabilities. Choo choo choo. Aha, got him. We had the window and door open this whole day. Oh man, I mean not the whole day, but like since the afternoon. It was like warm today. Yesterday it was cold, today it's warm. Weather be crazy. Looking at the stream, wielding 2 keyboards. Like a post-progressive ambient jazz synth musician. Oh wow. Whoa whoa wee whoa. Wiley Willy in the house. I'm just thinking now, like how the title of this stream, or at the least the thumbnail, I don't remember what the title is, but at least the thumbnail says Speedsculpt, and I'm here slow. But hey, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Wiley William. Yeah, he was a cool guy. With his beautiful necklace. It's a while ago that we did that stream. A while. Tea time. Ooh, nice. Indeed. Just check on something. rigs are very necessary. Yeah, rigging is darn annoying. Compared to rigging, I love retopologizing. Retopologizing is awful. What? Even compared to rigging? For me, retopo is usually quite chill. I don't mind it too much. It's often over faster than I notice. Like, I had to do a lot of retopologizing for work. But for most of the retopo, it's just like watch something next to it and just click along, and then there's only at the start and at the very end some parts that you have to pay attention, that you can close the loops correctly and then maybe puzzle a little bit to continue some edge flow. But usually if you just do that at the start a bit, then I usually don't have too many problems with it. Until I get to rigging. It's like, maybe a little bit, and a little edge here. Oh, okay, and a little bit there. Oh. And then the skin doesn't work, and this thing doesn't move, and this is like intersecting. Just stupid rigging. Just a little triangle here. Yeah, exactly. Just as long as the triangle is in a place that's not too important, it's fine. Or if the triangle, especially if it's in a place that doesn't deform, then it's like, who cares? The only time that would matter is if you are using displacement or another form of sub-D modeling. Well, yeah, modeling. But for games, that's, at least for the games that I've worked on, that's not necessary at all. Guitarist, hello, hello. You missed my birthday, 31st of March. Oh, happy birthday. It's still your birthday over here. Or are you pranking us? Because then for you it's already April Fool's, huh? If it's not 31st of March anymore for you. But happy birthday. Counts for us. It's still the 31st for 3 more hours. Let's see. On this one, wee. Do 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 do. Just ended up watching Project Hail Mary. It was so good. Ooh, nice. I wanna watch that one. We're planning to watch it soon. I've heard good things, and I'm not really sure what to expect. So, hopefully that's a good copy. Where the other guy? Bram is there in the chat. His computer is on the fritz. His CPU may or may not be working correctly. It's he had to send it back to the factory, and let's see. It definitely didn't seem like it was working correctly, so hopefully it will be able to get a new one. You are about to make that alien character in ZBrush. Scanning reference. Which alien character are you gonna be making? Like alien or another alien? E.T. or what other popular aliens are there? Those little aliens from Toy Story. Ooh. Wow. Those are cool aliens too. Ah, from Hail Mary. Oh my god. Spoiler alert, gee. Rocky alien. A Sylvester Stallone alien. No, that was Predator, right? Sorry for asking so much, but yeah, you cool, man. Yeah, we're cool. Let's see. Ask our way, indeed. Just, yeah. I have two screens of comments open from YouTube and from Twitch, or well, kind of three, because sometimes it's not showing one or the other. I won't notice it here. What? Ah, okay, that was on the triangles. Yeah, sometimes it's I'm a little bit confused by all of my commenting screens. someday have a one-on-one talk. Yeah, we did. We only had like a hangout once in the Discord. We should do that another time. So when everything in the stream was just breaking down, and it's like, okay, it's only in Discord now. Yeah, a bunch of people hopped in. It was nice. Really nice. We should do that again. It's just, you know, time. Full-time job and all that. Blah. All that adulting that has to happen, gosh. Let me just push this in a little bit. It'll be like an impromptu Discord stream. Yes, indeed. Maybe we could do that this Thursday. People are up. I don't know, like if Bram's computer will still be probably highly likely not working yet. And the usual stream would be the Elk Anatomy, but since Bram is not there, I might do something on this Viking project instead. So I could do that in the Discord. Especially if there's more people that want to do that. Oh. Because this project still has a lot of work to do. I don't know if you saw it at the start. This little bit is part of all of this bust that I'm working on. Hey, this is... Ah, huh? Wait. I had a pattern on here. Ah, okay, no, it's just hidden. Okay. I thought I was working on the wrong version. It's like, oh, that's why it was gone. Ah, this is also wrong. I have sketching here too. I've turned that off. Yes, okay. There's probably more that's wrong in here, but yeah. Still a lot to do. Where's this? This boy. Yeah, boy. Get down. Bloop. All in favor of Thursday Discord stream say aye. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. That's two. Okay, okay. Oh, I have a little bit sticking through here. Okay, we don't. Unable to record brushstrokes. The fuck? But you are recording my brushstroke. What does that mean? I think that means it's time to save. At the very least. Then, looks in here, and it looks fine. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. It's yep. Sounds like a save and reboot indeed. Let's save the project as a new one, just in case it gets like corrupted and shit. Time to close ZBrush. Save, I just did that. And let's reboot that thing. Close. Reboot. Oh, sorry for blinding y'all. Not much to do. My eyes! My eyes! Okay, let's see. Okay, so far it's not complaining, so whatever stroke ZBrush had. Okay, there it goes. I was like, oh, my pressure sensitivity is not working, but now there it is. Let me just open the Wacom tablet properties. Sometimes it just needs to know that it's open. Weird ZBrush, weird. It's been a while since I did something strange like this. But then again, it's also been a while since I've been working on the new version of ZBrush. Usually I just work on the older version. My voice is really low. Ah, might be my sound settings. Yeah, Windows likes to change my volume over there. I know, maybe it's also like how close I can get to the mic. Like, usually I do it from around here. Is it better now with the mic voice? Let me know. Otherwise I can bump it up in OBS a little bit. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing this center. There was some difference, now it's okay. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why, but my Windows sound settings just change multiple times a day. It's like, oh no, your Microsoft decides for me, but that my microphone is too loud, and it will adjust the settings in there. I'm like, why? Or it just mutes it entirely. It also does that. It's not nice when he does that. Micro slop. Windows be trippy, indeed. Okay, let's try to keep it at that a little. Okay, let's see. HL, I gotta head off. Cheerio, bye bye. Thank you for being around. See you next time. See you Thursday. Hmm? Huh? You said I. Bye bye. Let's get a little bit of H polish and then go to the next thing. What next thing would the next thing be? I will, like, it's not very polished yet. I just need to do like a pass on a higher resolution. But if I like turn the shininess off, it's like, yeah, looks pretty decent. It's just the shininess throwing me off. Yes, we have this feather and we have those spikes. Let's do some spikles. Spikles for Michaels. Duplicate this and... oh gosh. Poor horns. And I will hide one. Delete hidden. Subdividing. What? What is this guy talking about? ZBrush just said that we had to subdivide to a bunch of polygons. I'm like, no, you don't. 2.5 million polygons? No, it is 300 polygons. What are you talking about, ZBrush? Quite a difference between 2.5 million and 300. Is there maybe something combined with this piece? It doesn't look like it. ZBrush is being a little strange today, huh? A little icky. So we have some scales on his head, but I will pull those out manually. Ah, I didn't save my lightbox on my camera. Darn. Clear views. Well, let's load it up again then. Texture, import. What the fork is this? PolyParty. Live. Do I have dynamic subdivision turned on? Let's see. Oh, this I have. What is this? Look at this big ass thing. With 26 points. So, no. Anywhere in the dragon, there's no subdivision stuff. So, dynamic subdivision stuff. ZBrush is just being a little weirdo today. Kiki Munchkin. Ah. maybe. Ooh, I mean, this looks pretty cool, actually. Huh. I need to fix that. Not worth it. Let's just delete lower and delete heading. Same for this. Delete lower and delete hidden. Okay, where was I? Lining that up. Was something like this. That'll be close enough. Always a good moment when you see you've done first thought. That's actually pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, I downloaded. I removed my divisions, my subdivisions, and I removed a part of my mesh while I had subdivisions, so it smoothed out all of the subdivisions above it. Well, it still looked pretty decent. So I was like, might not be the worst idea to keep that. It might be the worst idea to keep that, because what the hell is going on there? Let's put you in the center and let's try that again. Boop, 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 boop. Doop, 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 doop. In Battle World, they have a section with where you go into a dungeon, and that dungeon is like Terraria themed. So they have the Terraria music, and you're fighting slimes and bats and all of that. I was like, I get this reference. I've played this game. Oh boy, I moved my camera. Wait. Look at all the separated spiky boys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I? No, I didn't. Good. I thought I didn't use the axes and would stick through itself. That would be not good. That's nice. It has, yeah, it has very iconic sounds. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is going on here? So I guess I did touch those X's. X's. Mirror, mirror, weld? No, that's worse. Let's just mirror and weld. Oh god. So sensitive. Is it? No, it's not my pressure sensitivity. It's just little polygons. Little tiny bitch ass polygons. I wish I had saved that. Ah, get one off one before. I felt like I was so close, and now I feel like I'm so far. Let's merge these guys together so I can move them both. Whoop. Let's save the views before I change too much. The brush. Viking ref. Pummel. Spot. And then here, save views. Viking ref. Pummel. Cam. Oh, cam is wrong. Just move it a little bit like this. And clear. And save. And save overwrite. All right. Okay. Let's see. There's like a little. Uh, mm, guess you could see it as a lip. Maybe I can adjust. one out like that. Yeah. So now it's a question. Would I like to have that for each of these sticky outy bits? I think could be cool if I raise. Okay, that's how do I do that? Guess I mask that. Close it up, I guess. And then that would be also here. I feel like I'm missing one in the middle. Doesn't look very busy, isn't it? If I do it like that. Unless I just move this part. I move the spike. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that it would work, and then this spike delete would just become this line, this here line. Right, let's see. Shift Z. Kind of. Let's pull all of this back. Oh, like this. Cool, thank you, Heedless, thank you. I'm just trying to make it match a little bit better. Just a little bit, please. That would be appreciated. Oh, and that reminds me, I still need to turn off the samples since I restarted the brush before it starts to cause troubles. Yeah. Okay. This area feels a lot bigger than in the reference image. Gotta keep them separated. Dum 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 dum. Soften, soften, soften. All of this. Okay, I will do that another day. I think I will have to get a lower poly before I move that. Like a receiving mesh. I think this as it stands. Poly won't back up anyway. I'm not gonna fix that actually. I think this space between here and here is too big. I think this area should be creating a little bit more of a lip. I think the shape from the front looks very strange. I like the scales. I like those. I think these two sticking out scales can work. They just need a little bit of refinement. And then the rest of those will need to get attached. He will need some form of scales on his head as well. And something next to his maybe, right, maybe his eye is not there, but his eye is no, not in this one. Maybe his eye is here. Maybe he doesn't even show his eyes. Right? Eyes are so deep in there. Yeah. I think I like that better than whatever I had before. Like this. Yeah. It's not it yet, but it is closer. Warren Titleman. Well, it is time for me to save and end this stream. Save, yes. Thank you guys for being here with me and being so entertaining this night. That's very nice to have you all. So, if you guys want to have a Discord hangout this Thursday instead of a regular style stream, let it know in the Discord. And that will be it for me. We worked on a beautiful horse, dragon, lion guy, pummel. If any of you have questions, let us know in the Discord as well. And I will see you guys Thursday again. Have a good evening and a good night and sleep well. Bye bye.